Hi there, Chaotic Endeavor here. Well, it's the end of February, and all of Hollywood is abuzz with one name in particular, Oscar. On February 27th, the 83rd Annual Academy Awards are going to be broadcast, and I just wanted to put in my opinions on all of the nominees and who I think will win and who I think should win. I just want to let you guys know now that I haven't seen all of the films that have been nominated. I've seen, I think, like 6 or 7 of the 10 Best Picture nominees. But I'm just going to give my opinion based on the movies I've seen so far and just the overall buzz that I've heard from the industry about all the other nominees. This year it seems like there aren't a lot of big debates on who will win various awards. Like actor in a leading role, a lot of people think Colin Firth is going to win. And Colin Firth did a really good job, and I think he should win because I think it's difficult to pass off a speech impediment effectively. It reminded me a lot of Daniel Day-Lewis's performance in My Left Foot, another really good film about a person overcoming difficulty in their life. But yeah, the other nominees, I don't think Jeff Bridges will win because he won last year, and John Wayne won the Oscar for the same role that Jeff Bridges is playing this year in True Grit, Rooster Cogburn. Yeah, James Franco, I think it's weird that a host would also be nominated for an award. I don't know, that's just me. And Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network. I love The Social Network, but to be honest, Jesse Eisenberg pretty much plays the same character that he has been playing. But yeah, that's Best Actor in a Leading Role. Actor in a Supporting Role. Christian Bale's got this in the bag. He really steals the show in The Fighter. And it's just amazing seeing him transform himself for that role. And I'm like, wow, this was Batman at one point. And it's just amazing how he can turn himself into another person. But yeah, again, Jeffrey Rush did a good job, Jeremy Renner did a good job. But yeah, none of them really stuck with me as much as Christian Bale did in The Fighter. Actress in a leading role. Everybody agrees this is Natalie Portman's year. If you haven't seen Black Swan, go see it. It is absolutely incredible. One of the best films of the year, in my humble opinion. And Natalie Portman just steals the show, and she is incredible the way that she portrays a perfectionist, and how we see her her good side, her bad side, her scared, her angry, frustrated, aroused, all a full range of human emotion. This just shows how much she is dedicated and how she is a big name in the acting world. Yeah, Natalie Portman in Black Swan. Actress in a supporting role. This one is a little bit different. I thought Amy Adams was really good in The Fighter, but I thought Melissa Leo was better than, in the two. I think Melissa Leo gave a better performance as sort of a mother who's supporting her son, but in a way not supporting him and bringing him down. Helena Bonham Carter, I thought she was just okay. She didn't really stand out to me either. What I really liked, though, was Hailee Steinfeld. That's who my pick is going to be for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Even though Hailee Steinfeld is the lead in True Grit. The Academy has a real problem with nominating child actors for leading role Oscars. It's really unfortunate. But then again, Hailee Steinfeld is more likely to win Best Actress in a Supporting Role. And I'm sure she would rather have been won in Best Supporting Actress role than lose a Best Leading Actress role, if you know what I mean. Because Nobody's going to beat Natalie this year. Animated feature film. Pixar. Art direction. Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Inception, King's Speech, True Grit. I want to say, like, Inception, because Harry Potter, we've seen, like, all the movies so far, and I feel that, like, previous films have gotten an art direction better, have done art direction better than Deathly Hallows Part 1 has. But I want to say Inception because I feel that even though it's going to be nominated for a bunch of stuff, that it's not going to win simply because it's a sci-fi film. So I want it to, like, win as many Oscars as it can, realistically. But is it going to win Best Picture? Probably not. But art direction? Possibly. Cinematography. Black Swan, Inception, King's Speech, Social Network, and True Grit. I would say Inception would win just because of, like, the amazing visuals and stuff and the way that, like, it captures, like, there's a few shots that stand out in my mind, like the whole rotating shot in the hotel room and the first shot of, like, the street building folding in on itself. Those are really iconic shots to me. So yeah, I think Inception will win. But I could definitely see Black Swan or True Grit winning as well. Costume design. Alice in Wonderland, I Am Love, The King's Speech, come on. This is my roommate. I'm just telling them about the Oscar films. For costume design, I'm not really sure. I think it's going to go The King's Speech because the Academy loves period pieces, and usually period pieces are the ones that win the costuming department. Best Director, I would say, like, it's between, like, there's Black Swan, The Fighter, King's Speech, Social Network, and True Grit. I don't think True Grit's going to win because Joel and Ethan Coen won the Best Director for No Country for Old Men a few years back. It could be The Social Network. I think David Fincher did a really good job. But, again, I think Darren Aronofsky just perfects in Black Swan what he's been, like, trying to do for his entire career with films like Requiem for a Dream or The Fighter, in the sense of capturing the mentality of a person. Yeah, I would definitely say Darren Aronofsky for my choice. Feature documentary. I've only seen Exit Through the Gift Shop, which is amazing. It's available on Netflix Instant Watch right now. If you haven't seen it, I would strongly recommend seeing it, especially if you're into art or street art or just like any creative medium, really. It's not so much about street art, although it plays a big part. It's more about, like, how the mentality of an artist and, like, the very nature of art itself. It's really good, and I would be really, really interested to see what Banksy would do if he won the Academy Award. Because Banksy is a famous graffiti artist who never shows his face. Short subject documentary, I don't know anything about those. Film editing. There's Black Swan, The Fighter, King's Speech, 127 Hours, and The Social Network. I hear 127 Hours has really good editing. They do some interesting tricks with visual editing, but I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess I would go with Black Swan as well. I don't want to keep jumping to Black Swan. It's such a good movie, and it deserves every Academy Award that it's nominated for, in my opinion. Best foreign language film. Again, I haven't seen any of these films, so I'm going to go ahead and skip those. Makeup again, I haven't seen any of those, but I'm going to go with the Wolfman on makeup, just because, like, it's cool looking. Original score. I am really disappointed that Tron Legacy wasn't nominated for Best Original Score. I thought Daft Punk did an incredible job of like sort of moving away from the whole club scene and actually did some really sweeping, epic music. But of the films that are nominated, How to Train Your Dragon, Inception, The King's Speech, 127 Hours, and The Social Network, I would say Inception would win, just because of the iconic sound that Inception makes, the iconic foghorn sound. That, basically. It just resonates, I feel, with a lot of people, like this looming like threat of your imagination. Original song, Coming Home from Country Strong, I See the Light from Tangled, If I Rise from 127 Hours, and We Belong Together from Toy Story 3. I don't remember the song We Belong Together from Toy Story 3. When I think of Toy Story, the only one I could think of is the You've Got a Friend in Me song. But yeah, I would say I See the Light, I guess, from Tangled. I think it's a really good, like, it captures the same essence that was in the other princess songs, I feel. Like Someday My Prince Will Come or Part of Your World or what have you. Sound editing is between Inception, Toy Story 3, Tron Legacy, True Grit, and Unstoppable. I heard actually Unstoppable has pretty good audio mixing, or editing. I always mix up sound editing and sound mixing. They're always, I don't quite get the major differences between them. But again, I would say like either Inception or Unstoppable. Tron Legacy has some cool effects, but I don't think that's what they're referring to. Sound mixing, Inception, The King's Speech, Salt, Social Network, and True Grit. Again, I think Inception will probably win sound mixing, or maybe like True Grit as well, but again, I'm not really sure. Visual effects, there's Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Hereafter, Inception, Iron Man 2. I'm going to go with Inception, I guess. Alice in Wonderland was pretty much all green screen, so it should, I think that is really cool in terms of Tim Burton creating a world. Tim Burton is really good at creating worlds in his own style. So maybe Alice in Wonderland will win for visual effects. Harry Potter had really good effects as well in terms of like creating it realistically. Again, I think that one's sort of up in the air. I think any one of these films could win that. Writing. Best Adapted Screenplay. 127 Hours, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, oddly enough, True Grit, Winter's Bone. I'm going to say The Social Network should win Best Adapted Screenplay because of just like the story it tells with like business and manipulation and like personal gain over like friendship and responsibility. It really speaks, I think, to the times of today. And it's a really good film to have come out today instead of like in 2007 when it first got big. Because now it's pretty much just everybody has Facebook and everybody's connecting other websites through Facebook and stuff like that. Writing for original screenplay. Another Year, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, and The King's Speech. I want Inception to win simply because Christopher Nolan wrote it, and I feel that Christopher Nolan has been shamefully ignored by the Academy recently. I'm really upset that like The Dark Knight wasn't nominated for Best Picture. I'd be fine with even a nomination, but yeah, I think Christopher Nolan did a great job at creating a story and like explaining the ideas, that the complicated ideas he was trying to put across. And I thought that it was a really good story and like very deep, but I was never lost. All right. And the Best Picture nominees of the 10 films, Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, The King's Speech, 127 Hours, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone. I have seen True Grit, Toy Story 3, Social Network, King's Speech, Inception, The Fighter, and Black Swan. So I've seen 7 of the 10 films. This one is sort of interesting. A lot of people are saying The Social Network will win, and although I think it's a great film, and it speaks a lot, I think overall as a story, I thought Black Swan was better. But I could definitely see any of those films winning, well, except for Toy Story 3. Let's be honest, I don't even know why Pixar is nominated, because the only film that has ever won, or the only animated film that's ever won Best Picture was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and that was because it was the first feature-length animated film. I don't know, I think the Academy just associates all animated film with just kiddie stuff and not serious. I think that Black Swan or The Social Network will win. Generally, I don't know, I like The King's Speech, but I feel that it was pandering too much to the Academy. I felt that it wasn't made to tell a great story, it was made so that it could win awards. And I think if you're going into the Academy Awards for the wrong reason, you don't deserve to win. I just felt like they were going, oh please, please nominate us. Look, we're British. You guys love that. Look, we're like a period piece. I guess technically it's 1930s, but it's like still considered older. It's not contemporary. You Academy guys love that. Oh, it has Colin Firth. You guys love him. It has him overcoming a speech impediment, like a disability of his. You guys love that. And I just felt like, okay, we're being spoon-fed this sort of thing to try and get them to win awards. I do think Colin Firth will win, though, because he didn't win last year for Simple Man, I believe was the one that he was nominated for, and everybody really liked him. The Academy really likes him. But yeah, in terms of overall, like, winning, I think The King's Speech is going to be that one film that was, like, nominated for everything, but only won, like, 2 awards. Sort of like what There Will Be Blood did in 2007. It was nominated for everything that it could possibly be nominated for, but it only won Cinematography and Best Actor for Daniel Day-Lewis, I believe. But that is my opinions on the Academy Awards, on who will win, on who should win. Make sure that you guys watch it on Sunday, and when you do, completely forget about what I said when it turns out that I'm completely wrong. Alright, this is Chaotic Endeavor, signing out.